Hey, what's up? POA here. Today we're going to do a Time Spot Remastered draft box battle. It's a favorite of the channel, it's a favorite of the patrons, and here we go. So, we're going to pop this thing open, we're going to divvy out, it's going to be 6 packs a person. We got a couple Dominaria Remastered collector packs, these are going to be the prizes. In those 6 packs, we're going to add up the mana value of all of their rares and mythics. Whoever has the highest total, and whoever has the lowest total, rares, mythics, and old borders. I forgot we're doing TSR. Whoever has the highest total and the lowest total will each win one of those collector packs. Ties will be determined based off whoever has single highest casting cost mythic. And if that doesn't do it, whoever has the single highest casting cost rare. And if that doesn't do it, then it's going to be a 2-man blindfolded sack race. Okay, let me shuffle, get some pack separation going on here, or crate clumps, I'm not sure which. Okay. All right. So, we got Drew. Got your 6. Okay. Typhoon. Beautiful. Steven. All right. We got a few people here that cannot resist Time Spiral. Wildcat. Same goes for you. Greg. Okay. And Flipsy into Caboose. All right, good luck, everybody. We all know what's in this. We all love this set. Between the actual cards in the product and the old borders, it's a great product. We're not going to spend any time with commons. We will stop at uncommons because there are a few spicy ones. And slivers. I wasn't including those in the spicy ones, but they're there. All right, we got our first mythic right off the bat, Drew. We've got ourselves Ancestral Vision, which counts as a 0. And Tassiger, Rudy's brother, for a 6, which is actually a relatively big casting cost. We're going to do this in 3 total rounds. So the first round is going to be 3 packs a person. Then we'll do 2 packs a person, and then we'll do the last pack off. That's right, it's a pack off. Sliver Smith. Delay, there's a good uncommon. Paradise Plume, solid. Thelonite Hermit for a 4. And the Courser of Crewfix. Okay, so that is a 7, and that's a pretty cool old border. In fact, I'm going to put that on top. I'll put the Mythic back on top in a second. Who am I kidding? Mythic goes on top. Unless you're hitting like a huge old border hit. Okay, Muck Drub, Tromp Though Domains. Dormant Sliver. Dryad Arbor. Okay, another good rare pull. And Lavinia for a 2. So, Drew, that is a 15 in your first 3 packs. This isn't the highest casting cost set, so that feels very par for the course. Okay, Typhoon. So, Simian Spirit Guide, very nice. So Drew, yeah, you had a 15, I already said it. All right, so we got a Drake, Auramancers, Urza's Factory, and then Reiterate, another solid rare. We're actually doing pretty good at the start here, so that's a 3. Oh, boy, and then a Thoughtseize in the old border. Well, there's our first spectacular hit, and that's a 4 inside of that pack. Okay. I see. This box wants to have some attention. I see. Okay. Fungal Reaches. I see you. Another Drake. Jin. Pack of the Titan for a 0. And then a Crystal Shard for a 3. Okay. All right. You know I'm not burying the Thoughtseize. That would be the kind of hit that goes above most mythics. As far as just sitting on the top. All right, Typhoon, we got the Reef, Ixyixla Jailer or something like that, Mycologist, Mangara for a 3. Holy mother of God! You won this day. You have completed this day. It doesn't even matter what you get from here on out. The Thoughtseize and Chalice of the Void, like, you're good, man. The Thoughtseize and Chalice of the Void in the same box, too. Okay, that's a 0. Hey, a foil Manatite. That's actually a pretty cool little foil right there. Okay, so that's a 3. So, Typhoon, congrats. Congrats. That was obscene. Absolutely obscene. Give me a second here. I need to straighten up and sleeve. So I guess Chalice in the Void kind of trumps the Thoughtseize, doesn't it? Okay, Steven, you're up. That was nuts. That was okay. Good old Chalice, which has been falling in price a little bit. I kind of assume it's just not. It seems like that card comes and goes out of popularity in Modern. Pyromancer, Street Wraith, Jorda's Avenger, Greater Gargadon for a 10. And a Field of Ruin. Not a bad little card. Oh, and then a foil Slaughter Pack, which is a 0, but that is kind of a neat little foil right there. In fact, I am actually going to sleeve that thing up, because that's actually kind of any of the. And Slaughter Pack's not bad. It's a pretty cool little foil hit right there. So that's a 10 because of the Gargadon. Okay, next pack. The Greater Gargadon. Will there ever be a Greatest Gargadon? You should make that like a legend. Okay, we got Gaia's Anthem, Sulfur Elemental, the Genie, Sudden Spoiling for a 3, Trigon Predator for a 3. Okay, moving on. So that's a 6 in that pack, and your third pack. You know, my phone kind of shot me a warning when I started, and I've got enough space, but it was like, you're going to film this video, and that's going to be it for you for a minute, because your memory is about to be full. Oh, okay, thank you. Harmonic Sliver, Rada for a 2, Ponder, hey, Old Border Ponder, that's cool. Love that look. So that is a 3 inside of that particular pack. Wow, so Chalice of the Void, Thoughtseize, and then a Ponder? So you're at a 19, Steven. It's kind of a beefy start. Okay, Wildcat. Wildcat MTG. I'm sure you're all familiar with this channel, but if you're not, please go click on it right now, and then come back. Wipe away. Keen Sense, the keenest of sense. Street Wraith for the second time. Sarah Avenger, again, used to be a giant pull back in the day. That's a 2. Sanguine Bond in the Old Border. That's not a bad little Old Border. That's a 7. Weird. I feel like there's certain things I just can't say out loud, because then they'll stop. But we're doing pretty good in the Old Borders here, aren't we? We're having a good old time. All right, you got the Sand Mage, Mind Sensor, Return to Dust, Jorah for a 3, Labman. Okay, you got Labman for another 3, and a Sangrophage in foil. So that is a 6 in that pack. Labman's another good Old Border pull. Just continuing the train. Wow. Stormfront Riders. Premature Burial. Jeez. Mycologist. Walk the Aeons for a 6. Cool card. And the Cloud Shredder Sliver. So that is an 8. Yep, and that is an 8. You know, we can put that sliver on top. Because it's a good sliver, and they're about to come out with a sliver deck again. What are you at? You're at 20. So Wildcat's at a 21. Okay, Greg, you're up. Open. Cold Stucker. Get the Haze of Rage. So much rage, so much haze. Oh, Knight of the Holy Nimbus. Cloud Key, cool, that's 3. And Lingering Souls. So you're at a 6 and a 6 in your first pack. Okay, next pack. All right, got Minions Murmurs. Mycon. Joda's Avenger. Damnation! Very nice. Our second mythic of the box has a Damnation for a 4. And then a Cranial Plating for a 2. And then a Phantom Worm. I was like, okay, what's this foil going to be? Still. Okay, we got our second mythic of the box. Sorry, what was that? Was that a 6? Yep, that was a 6. And a Damnation, which, even with the big reprints, holding on pretty well. I wasn't sure what it was going to do, but it's holding on. Okay, Reaches, Sudden Death, Mentor, Porphyry Nodes for a 1. Oh, Bajuka Bog in the old border. That's a sweet pull. And that's a 1 in that pack. I almost want to put the Bajuka Bog on top, but I'll put Damnation on top. Greg, you're at a 13. Okay, Flip. Flipsy, you are up. See if I can get the pack open. The pack doesn't want to open, but it wanted to shred apart that. It literally shredded on the other side. All right. I used too much glue on the one side. That's the joke, right? Dead and Gone. Thick-Skin Gabo. Step. Conflagrate for a 1. Wait, Conflagrate's an uncommon. You have a Venser for a 4. Oh my, wait. So we've gotten Thoughtseize, Chalice of the Void, and Yawgmoth in one box? That's a first for me. I know it's happened out there. I've heard stories. So Flipsy, that is an 8 to begin. I've heard stories that people have done that, and we just did it. That's pretty sweet. And plenty of other good old borders, too, while we're at it. We're doing really stupid well in the old borders. All right. Cloud Cedar. Salad. Return to Dust. Draining Welk for a big old 6. And Thragtusk. So that is an 11. And a Basalt Gargoyle foil. An 11 is a massive pack in this product. All right, Flipsy, third pack, and then we'll go through the round totals. You got Harmonize, Brine Elemental, Primal Force Mage, Summoner's Pact. There's a solid pull. It's a 0. Hey, a Beast Within in the old border. So that is a 3. Yep, nice little green pack right there. Like that's a really solid pack. It really is. That's a 3. So hold on. Need to maths. All right. Flipsy, it's a 22, so to go through everybody through the first round, Drew's at a 15, Typhoon's in the low at a 10, Steven's at a 19, Wildcat's at a 21, Greg's at a 13, and Flipsy's in the high at a 22. Drew, we're going to do your next 2 packs, and then we're going to do the next 2 packs for everybody else. So let's see, we've only pulled 2 mythics so far, so that generally means there should be at least 2 more mythics coming up. Sudden Death. Lost Oromancers. Fury Sliver. That's cool. Petroglyphs is not what we want to see. Hedron Archive. So that is an 8 in total inside of that pack. Let me not get out of hand here and actually write that down first. Okay. Your next pack, Drew. All right, come on. Let's find Drew. Like Ancestral Vision, you know, it's good, but let's find him something cool. Huh? Shivan Meteor. Char Rumbler. Calciderm. Life and Limb for another 4. And Prized Amalgam for a 7. So, Drew, you are now at a 30 after your first 5 packs. Typhoon. Fresh off the absolutely insane first round. Okay. Annelid, Corderge, Spellburst, Magus of the Moon, another solid rare pull. It's a 3. Pride Mage, that's a 5. And it's a 5. Just going to put them over here for a sec. Okay, next pack. Because, you know, I'm not going to bury a Chalice of the Void or a Thoughtseize with those. Good cards, nonetheless. Might of Old Krosa. Smallpox. Dryad. Safi Eric's for a 2. Hey, Remand. That's cool. So that is a 4, and that is a 4. So you're at a 19, Typhoon. That was actually a relatively small round again for you. All right, Steven. Okay. Okay, I have a Dread Return, Outrider and Core, Mystical Teachings, Stuffy Doll for a 5, and a Containment Priest. That's a 7. Okay, 7 so far. All right, next pack. We got the Poltease Sliver, Rough and Tumble, Paradise Plume, Gemstone freaking Caverns, baby! Holy crap. So wait a minute, we pulled like the top 3 old borders, and now we pulled the top mythic. What a box! All right, Gemstone Caverns, Intangible Virtue, that's a 2, and that is a 2, but that is a great hit. You're at a 28, Steven. I'm going to sleeve up that Gemstone, because that thing, I believe it's just top 50 bucks. There we go. Hey, all right. Good box. All right, Wildcat, so you're at, let me move my pen. There we go, 21. Let's see what you do in your next 2 packs. This box is just bringing it. Hey, Pongify, love it. Phantom Worm, Dormant Sliver, Tomb Stalker. That is an 8. That is a massive, massive pull if you're trying to take that high. And the Experiment, the Epic Experiment, that is a 10. And Drifter Ildal for a common foil. So Wildcat, that was a big pack out of 10. Let's see what you got next. All right, come on. If we can find, let's find another hit. So we have 3 mythics down so far. Cloud Cedar, Henchfiend, sorry. Smallpox. Boom and or Bust, which is a big casting cost because we count both sides. So that's an 8. Yeah, Kikijiki. Very nice. Okay. That is a 13 inside of that pack. Ah, Green Seeker. Okay. Like just a foil back here. What is it? But we got ourselves Kikijiki in the old border. And a massive 13. So Wildcat, you are at a 44. A 44. You didn't completely sew up the top yet, but like you kind of have it. All right, Greg. All right, we got Henchfiend, Dread Return, Faceless Devourer, Flagstones of $1, Past in Flames for a 4. Hey, there we go. And we got ourselves an old bordered foil. We got ourselves a Sigil of the Empty Throne. So that is a 9 inside of that pack. I'm going to sleeve that thing up really quickly. I was wondering how, like, I have to admit, part of me when my brain was like, okay, we just pulled like all these awesome old borders and watch, like we don't get an old bordered foil just because that's the way the Magic gods work. Because they'd be like, well, we gave you all this other stuff. Enjoy it. But we did. And, frankly, one that is highly commander playable. In Sigil of the Empty Throne. Especially the more and more and more they do enchantment synergies. Like the Saga synergies that's coming out very, very soon. Okay, Greg, next pack. All right, Careful Consideration. Enslave. Imperial Soar. Extirpate for a 1. Flicker Wisp, that's a 4. Okay, So you got yourself 4. You might be in the battle for the low here. Yeah, you're at a 26, so kinda. Okay, Flipsy. So Wildcat just had a massive round. But you are at a 22 after your first round. What are you going to do here? We got ourselves a Thalid. Conflagrate. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. Ah, man. Restore balance, unfortunately, for our other mythic, but that's all right. That's a 0. Hey, True Name Nemesis, though. That's a 3. Solid card. You know what? I never did sleeve Yogg Daddy. Gonna sleeve Yogg Daddy. So Flipsy with a 3. Man, Restore Balance is a bit feel bad, but... So does that mean that's 4 mythics? Is that where we're at? I think that's where we're at, isn't it? Okay. All right, Flipsy, next pack. We have some kind of foil back there. I don't know what it is, though. Couldn't really see it. Axe, oops. Oh, okay, we do have a big casting cost thing coming up. We've got ourselves Kiravek, the Merciless, for a 7. Oh, that's a nice old border, too. Elvish Mystics, that's a, what, 8 so far? Oh, it's a common. All right, Massive Ghouls. I knew it was a foil. I just didn't know what it was. Okay. So. This last round might not be interesting. Doesn't always happen, but this last round may not be. Drew is at a 30. Typhoon's in the low at a 19 right now. Super low. Steven's at a 28. Wildcat's in the high at a 44. Greg's at a 26, and Flipsy's at a 33. Those highs and those lows are pretty high and pretty low. But Drew, let's see what this box has left. All right, we got Parasite, Gargoyle, Force Mage, Angel of Salvation for an 8. Okay. And Contagion Clasp. Okay, so that is a 10. Ancient Grudge. I was like, one more old border foil. That would be amazing. So that was a 10? Yes, that was a 10. So you're at a 40, Drew. You gave it your best shot. Typhoon, do you keep the low? Or do you get a massive casting cost pack here? The Axe. I would have called you the Hamburglar, but a lot of beef went out to everybody. A lot of people. Not everybody. Knight. Talaria West. Okay, that's a 0. That's probably going to cement your low. And a Silence, so that is a 1 in total, and that cements your low. Silence, another good old... Man, this box has really brought it in the old borders. Seriously. So Typhoon, you finished at a massive 20. You're in the low. Everybody else is already above you. All right, Steven, so you're at a 28. High is a 44. It's not impossible, but it is improbable. Let's see what you get. Sliver. Peregrine. Dryad. Angel's Grace for a 1. That's gonna do it on that one. And Ninja of the Deep Hours, which is a cool old bordered. So that is a 5. But you did get yourself a Gemstone Caverns, which is a massive prize. So Steven, you finished at a 33. Wildcat. Let's open up yours. See how you finish. Stronghold Rex. You got the Firemaw Kavu. Rumbler Ith for a 7 just to cement your victory. And then a Palace Jailer. Okay, so that is an 11. Yeah, so you won easily, actually. Easily. I actually think it is statistically impossible for anybody to come back now. Because there just isn't enough casting cost available. Yeah, because you can get Treasure Cruise and you can get a Greater Gargadon and you still don't do it. Yep. So Wildcat, you have won the high. Greg, last 2 packs. Let's see what you get. Last pack for you, that is. All right. Griffin Guide, Calcigerm, Spell Burst. Pact of Negation, very nice. That is a 0. Not that it matters now. And a Vampire Hexmage. That's cool. So that is a 2. I don't even know why I'm bothering to count. But a Pact of Negation was found. That's great. So Greg, you finished at 28, and this is just for posterity's sake. But, all right, Flipsy, let's see what your last pack contains. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. God, this box was freaking juiced. My God. Okay, Cloud Skate, Big Game Hunter, Mystic Teachings, and freaking Urborg, man. Oh, my God. Tamir Ascendancy. Wait a minute, what's back here? Oh, Muckdrub, all right. And Temur Ascendancy is also a nice old bordered hit. Oh my God! All right, this box has been bananas. This has been a really good box. Honestly, it was just short one of those other random mythics being a higher level mythic, and this. Oops, Urborg goes in sleeve. It is $40, not Temur Ascendancy. Okay, well, final totals. Drew at a 40. Typhoon in the low at a 20. Steven at a 33. Wildcat in the high at a 55. Greg at a 28. And Flipsy at a 36. All right, so we're going to start with the low. Typhoon. Let's do your Dominaria Remastered pack here. So right underneath the token, you have your first beef. It is an upside down Wrath of God in the old bordered foil. Grim Lavamancer. Oh, and Mother freaking Urza. There we go, old bordered Urza. And then, what a pack! And then a Sylvan Library. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, that's Street Wraith, because why not? Peregrine Drake, and a sweet OG land. Oh my God. All right. Seriously? Who cares about those two? Seriously? Okay, Wildcat, you're up. Typhoon, you have made out like a bandit. All right, Wildcat, here we go. Oh, then we get an Urza's Incubator in the foil old bordered. Yeah. Uh-huh. What else are we going to get? Arborea. Okay, not a hit, but still cool. Gamble. Good old Gamble in the old border. And then a... All right, so these packs came out of the same one that the Force of Will and the old border foil also came out of. So I took apart that box, and I've been using that box as prize packs, and this box is freaking juiced. Okay, so you got yourself an Urza, and then an Impulse, and a Swords, and the Sweetest of Forest. I'm spent. This box was nuts. This battle was nuts. I can't help but to do it, so I have to do it. I need some F's in the chat for Drew. Drew, I'm really sorry. Usually more than one person kind of loses. That didn't really happen here. Major apologies. Not that I have any say of any of that. Just what's going to happen is going to happen. That was an awesome battle. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it too. Bye.